Well, here we are at the Frost Fruit Inn, where Lars has come full circle since that fateful day when he lost his friend and almost lost his life. And here's where we begin the story.
If you need a meal or room, I've got both.
So, mostly,
Drink for the thirsty, food for the hungry.
we're going to, as I think I said, handle this very similarly to a stream. And I'm going to just play the game, enjoy the game, and that's pretty much it. I will talk a lot, as I always do.
Of course.
And
Mm-hmm.
so the first thing, I guess, that we need to do is catch up on what Lars has done. Clearly, he's become the Dragonborn. He's learned his heritage, and thereby, of course, his destiny. And he's spent some time developing that, practicing his shouts a bit, communing with the Greybeards on top of the throat of the world. But as I said, he also came to a point in that journey where he said enough is enough. He'd had enough trauma in his life and he was still angry and impatient enough, and he just didn't have time.
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver.
Oh,
Your
really?
hands only.
Hmm.
Let's see here. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
What could that have been? Letter from Calselmo, already got that. Letter from Orion. Siggeir, already got that. Note from a friend. Huh. I can't imagine. What's this say? I need to speak to her. No, that's what I thought it was. All right. Letter from Marcus Janus. Siggeir, I've got. This is the. Ah, okay. Well, not only have we found his flyers, but now Mr. Morellis is getting in touch with us personally via courier. Excellent. Just what Lars had planned anyway. He's on his way to Solitude. So
Nope. Sorry. Nothing.
he told Delphine pretty much to pound sand after her display of essentially just assuming that that Lars would simply do her bidding, because of course she's a very important person and has very important things to do. Well, Lars essentially said, screw you, I'll come back, we'll do that later, the world can wait. So he needed to make this journey along the road from Whiterun to look back, to pass that crossroad, and to complete that sort of metaphorical passage. So he has come to his crossroad, he has passed it, and now it is time to move on. So we've also got a note from, as you saw in the inventory, from Marcus Janus, who's waiting for us in Falkreath, and Lars intends to meet him there. And along with completing some of the main quest, we've also raided some bandits and taken out some of Lars' frustration on various miscreants. Lars being a Nord and a good Nord at that.
Right now. Think you can take me?
Let's just finish this off here. Whoa. Come around this way. Where'd she go?
I love a good fight. That your best, huh?
No. Whoopsie. Well. Oh, we can't seem to get the... All right. Looks like our... Ooh, who's shooting arrows at us here? Where are you? There you are. Oh. Well, what happened to the horse charge?
Lucky hit.
Alright. I think I need to, first of all, we need to get off the horse and check all these dead bodies. So let's set our instincts going here and, look for them. Wonderful little... I guess it could be considered a bit of a cheat, but braced steel armor. Ooh, at 41. Vanilla or unimproved at 41. All right, we've got that one and that one. We need to go get this one. And then the archer. Wait a minute, I already... What do you mean? What happened to her stuff? Lydia, did you take her stuff? No. I don't remember taking her stuff. That's weird. I took their stuff. Oh, maybe we looted it. Okay, yeah, it probably auto-looted. Yeah, okay. This is the one that's dead in the road, right? And the archer is... down here. Well, why didn't any of them auto-loot? Just the one... Maybe because I killed her? And Lydia killed the rest of them? Odd. Alright, well, whatever. Elven dagger. Yeah, alright. So we've, as I was saying, being a good Nord, Lars felt a lot of sympathy for Freya Greymane, so he has promised her and her son Avelstein to look into the disappearance of her son, Avelstein's brother. But they want him to do a little bit of thievery, which just doesn't really make Lars feel all that good. So he needs to think about the morality of that before he goes too far down that rabbit hole. Meanwhile, he's on his way to Solitude to find out who this Morellis fellow is. Oh. Huh. Keeps
That
missing.
takes care of that.
Yes, it does. What do we have for soul gems? Filled soul gems in particular. Only 2. We got some petties though. And petties are just as good as filled or as lessers for this particular weapon. So I think we will recharge that. Lars is not yet ready. Oh, I can't recharge it. What? Alright, well. I could have sworn that I'd charged it with a petty before, but so be it. Let's see. Maybe that was the bow. Yeah. Nope. Interesting. Oh, I was going to take care of this saber cat here. Let's do that. Good ingredients. Teeth, eyes, and a good pelt. I should really be wearing my necklace of the silver moon, is it, I believe, that allows me to... How did I fail? Ah, fully. Alright, whatever. Come on, Lydia. I see a camp on the other side of the river there. still good to gather ingredients. I like the way he pets the horse every time we gather ingredients from something. Well, let's just ride on through and see what happens.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Do you know?
All right, that's far enough. You know how this works.
Oh.
Goal there is 100 gold.
Well, you've already...
Time to get lost, friend.
Yeah. Dump your rocks on me right while you're telling me about your toll. That's a sure way to make me run and then come back and kill you all. So... All right. A battle. Oh, ouch. All right, that's one down. Oh, whoa. And run up on this guy. Good. Down. All right. A little bit of healing. I think Lydia needs a little help. Whoa, 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 whoa. All righty. Oh, wrong. Oh, damn you. That. Ooh. Ow. Ooh, this one's... Yeah, okay. Let's get under this bridge and see if we can grab a potion. Alright, do I have any resist fire here? Resist fire. Do these stack? I don't know. Doesn't matter. Let's do a little healing. And then let's see if we can sneak up on this fire mage. That's a nasty fireball he's throwing, or she. Not sure which. Lydia is still down. Where is this bandit? Uh-oh. Somebody just bought it. Interesting.
It's a bad time to get lost,
Uh-oh,
friend.
All right. That's good. That one's down. But I'm using more of my charge now. I can see that. Aha! Is that the fire mage? Uh-oh. Oh! Oh, shoo. Ah, thank goodness that was just an injury. Yike. That was a nasty stagger, though. Alright, I think we've taken care of most of them. Good job, Lydia. Well done. Good teamwork. Resist frost, robes of destruction. I think I've already got that enchantment. I don't need any more robes of destruction. Most of these bandits are pretty much, well, they're not really all that well equipped. So let's just follow the trail of bodies around here. Lydia took care of this one, I believe. Yeah, don't feel like carrying the weight. Thought that was another bandit there. I took care of at least one of these two. I think maybe Lydia took care of the other one. Dwarven arrows, nice. Salvaged ancient Nord, got plenty of that. Don't need any more. All right, and you, bandit mage, I believe I took care of you as well. Salvaged ancient Nord. I'd only take that if I really wanted to make some, get some steel. I think elven arrows, worth having. All right, some more tapanella here. We'll wait for Lydia to get back up around here before we do any more exploring. There she is. Loyal as always. Just need to check these tents, make sure there isn't anything lootable. I see some more Mora Tapanella though. Nice. Alright, let's shift over to the bow. Now,
You picked a bad time to get lost, friend.
really? Okay. Where are you? There you are. Oh, for God's sake, Lydia.
Hey, be careful.
Great. Got her. Yeah. Yeah, run away, run away. Okay. He's going to burn. And we're going to wait for... Whoops, no, not going to waste any arrows. He's down there, toasting away. Let's wait for Lydia to... Oh, she's not, because she's burning too until combat ends. I'm going to have to finish this. Lars is going to have to finish this. Well, so be it. Let's, I guess we'll do the last charging on this sword until we get some more soul gems. I'm going to have to buy some. And quick save there. Alright, so first, see if we can get another arrow into him. He's going to keep running away. Yes! He'd burned just enough. And that should help Lydia recover, since now combat is over. Alright, so the Dwarven armor is worth grabbing. Not the Warhammer, but the gauntlets, definitely. And let's just go see how Lydia is doing. There you are. Good. Glad to see you're better. Alright. Well, there's a chest here. Circlet of the Pale. Gains 20 soul energy when a living foe dies, granting the soul burst power at 1,000. Yeah, worth selling. Meridia's Bacon. Do we pick it up or do we not? 10% chance to avoid stagger from power attacks and bashes. Yeah, you know what? Worth having. Elven Battle Axe. Only worth having to smelt or sell. So why not? We can do all that in solitude. I'm not even going to bother with taking that. Let's see what kind of stuff we have in our barrels here. Alright, so we have the key. Not going to pretend not to know what's down there and what isn't down there, so let's not even waste all of our time here. Oh, coin purse. And nice, draft of health. Excellent. Let's just head down to the river and grab the chest down there. So I think probably worth I wish I had a different weapon so I wouldn't use the charge on this one. The bone hunting knife. Well, Lars isn't much of a... He's not anything of a two-handed wielder. Lowers poise for 20, staggers targets with 0 poise. Well, I wonder how much poise a mud crab has. Not a whole lot, as it turns out. Let's see. Annual loot. It's the chitin that I want for our cure disease potions. Not really interested in making anything chitin armor or any of that. There's definitely slaughterfish in this stream. Oh, an elven mace of arcing. And now we're overweight. All right. Well, pretty sure that I can't call. Well, I could call the horse over here, but I can make it back over to the road. We'll do the walk of great slowness. Not sure where Lydia got to here. But at least we don't have to swim. We can ford over there. As soon as we get near, we'll call the horse. In fact, let's get the horse whistle going here. Okay. Oh, there's Lydia. Okay. I thought that was a mud crab. Skittish there, huh? So let's see. We want horse whistle, and we want to favorite that. So he should be along soon. And then we'll transfer all our loot. And we'll be off to Solitude. Hello, horse. Let's see. I'd like to manage my inventory, if you don't mind. So, first things first, armor. That, and that, and that, and that, and that. Now, that's that shield at 27, and the shield that I'm using at 28 with no... So I'm going to keep this steel shield and smith it up. If I can make some steel. Let's see, Elven Battle Axe. I'm going to put the Axe of Whiterun so I don't mistakenly keep that. Steel War Axe. What else? Elven Mace of Arcing, Elven Dagger. Bear Pelt. Yes, I did set the horse to carry everything. Sue me. Oh. You know, I misread the Petty Soul Gems. They weren't filled. Alright. We're going to have to buy some filled Petty Soul Gems if we can, but we're good now. We're down to a good weight. Lydia, what have you got? Anything? Or have I taken everything away from you? Pretty much taken everything away from you. Good. You still got that Staff of Hailstones, but it is decharged. I'm going to take that away from you. And you can go back to your steel mace. War Axe, 47, mace at 40. Yeah, give me that mace back too. Alright. And you're using the ancient Nord War Axe of Frost. Alright, well, you can use that until the charge runs out. That's fine. Alright, good. So we're going to pause here because I have some cooking to do. I have kitchen stuff to do. My girlfriend is coming over for dinner, and I am making stuff. So we'll pause the stream and or whatever you want to call it. The fake stream, the stream cording, the whatever. Anyway, we're gonna pause, and we'll be back in a little while. All right. Well, back from the kitchen, making brined pork chops and baked beans in my Instant Pot, and a berry buckle, and cucumber salad with a soy ginger dressing. Sounds pretty good, huh? So that's one of my other hobbies. I love to cook. So we're on our way to Solitude now. And I can't think of much else that Lars would find interesting. Thalmor. Lars can feel his stomach clenching in that spot just below your rib cage. Just feels like panic, but he can't run away. Not after all the memories that just flooded through his mind. Gotta make sure we have our shield up and ready. Make sure it's set to the right number. Lydia, are you ready? We're going to take on these bastard elves. All right, my best bet is probably to be close to the water. Get at least one arrow into one of them, a good arrow. No time for leveling up right now. Some poison. Let's find a good one. 30 points per second for 3 seconds. Might have chance to get... Oh. We need better arrows. Lars, you missed. But still, we're not going to let that stand. And that's... Oh, ow. Well, we have a chance. We have a chance. They're tough, but we have a chance. All right. We'll see if those Thalmor spawn again. I did not save my last couple of little upgrades here. Let's do that again. Make sure that it's all set. And save. Do a good hard save here. And then let's poison the bow right away with that good damage health. Well, that doesn't matter. That's a halfway decent one. Looked like that, oh, sorry, horse. It looked like that Justiciar wasn't exactly, you know, a big, huge, tough guy. Were they going the other way the last time we came this way? Alright, well, whatever. Let's see if we spawn the Thalmor. We've got the Revelers here. Oh no, there's the other three.
I'd rather have 2 bottles of mead than 2 wenches, friend.
2 wenches, huh? Well, maybe they won't spawn this time. Revelers, travelers. Well, that's okay. Lars will have plenty of time. It's autumn. Things are starting to get colder. Let's see what happened here. So I did set obsidian weather to keep track of seasons, and right now I believe it's Hearthfire or the end of Hearthfire. Grab these Falmer arrows. I just don't feel right looting this poor woman. We'll put her over here with her husband, where they can be together in death. Sad. Very, very sad. And I kind of like obsidian is wonderful, wonderful weather. I wish it was available for legacy version, but Vivid is good. I like the look of obsidian, the color palette, and I like the way Rudy interacts with it. So it's really become my favorite weather mod. There is another one now for SE called Cathedral Weathers, and I've played with it a little bit. Haven't got it quite dialed in the way I like it yet, but it has a lot of potential. A lot of people think it's better than Obsidian. Do I have a wolf following me? I don't know. Anyway, this is a modded version of Dragon Bridge, as you can see. Nice big wall around it. We won't be stopping here. We're going to move right on up to Solitude. However, Lars has a strong potential to interact positively with the Penitus Oculatus as well as the Vigilance. So he'll be back. And we did not take the bacon, so we'll probably be back to the chest at Robber's Gorge, or we'll see if it pops up somewhere else. I think that it will. I don't really remember if Meridia's bacon stays where you first find it, or if you don't get it and after it's been seen whatever number of game days. I'll have to look into that. Maybe US. Excuse me. Are you trying to tell me something, horse? Ah, I've reached my horse's training goal. Excellent. I'm not sure what training goal that is, but perhaps he goes faster now, or farts less, fewer road apples, perhaps. I'm not really sure. But we're going to ride right up to the gates so that Lars doesn't have to walk too far with extra goods on him. First, we're going to take the sellable items and perhaps the disenchantable items.
If you come to Solitude to join the Legion, speak to Rika. If not, just keep your nose clean.
So, let's see. What does Horse have? What can I buy for his original bareback traveler? I made horseshoes. I want to manage my inventory. You should rest and meditate on what you've learned. Well, first, I want to manage my inventory, and then I'll let you rest and meditate. So you have to click I'm not done yet to get the full the full inventory of the horse. Or you can choose certain generic ones, but unfortunately they don't cover, or it hasn't been patched properly for all the potential mods. That's something maybe I can work on that with Mr. B. He knows how to do that kind of stuff. That's a little project perhaps we can do together, and he can teach me how to make patches. So let's take the Axe of Whiterun stays. Elven Battle Axe, Dagger, that's a disenchantable, and that. Alright. So, Braced Steel Armor, I would like to see what I can get that up to. What do I have my armor up to right now? It's at 49, so the Braced Steel at 49 it's superior. Braced Steel 41, yeah, it's probably not going to be much better. So I'm going to have to pause for a moment. All right. Well, I think that was a while. I had to stop and do some stuff in the kitchen, and then I got a phone call, and anyway, it was a while. So let's just get back into the inventory here. And I had taken a bunch of stuff, but not everything. So the Braced Steel Armor, I was mulling that over. I'm going to grab that. I'm going to grab this Resist Magic because now I have 2 of them and I can disenchant that. And I'm going to grab these because either I will either sell them or I will smelt them. I haven't decided whether to take that smithing perk yet. I'd like to, but not because I want to wear dwarven armor, but because I want to move up the chain to the next smithing, which means I need more smithing experience. So that's going to be the next pile I'm going to carry. But let's go do this stuff first. Oh, and let us suggest to the horse that it should rest and meditate. Horse's training has ascended to level 2. Choose an attribute to increase. I think speed. Alright. Into Solitude we go. I'm having my evening cocktail. A fine Manhattan with a little bit of wormwood bitters. And we have a problem. Oh, no, we don't. Somehow, excuse me for 1 second while I There we go. Okay. I was
I
looking
can't
over
turn
it.
Uncle Rogvir. Tell him he didn't do it.
Positions.
What the heck?
Far you need to go home. Go home and stay there until your mother comes.
Traitor!
Traitor?
You should tell her that
You
her uncle
betrayed
is
us.
Get
on
his
with
High
it.
King. Best she know now, Advar.
They're all heart, Vivian.
Lars is
Rogner,
very curious
you
about
helped
what's going
Ulfric
on here.
Stormcloak escape the city after he murdered High King Torrig. By opening that gate for Ulfric, you betrayed the people of Solitude.
He doesn't deserve to speak!
There was no murder.
Ulfric
Liar.
challenged Torrig. He beat the High King in fair combat. Such is our way. Such is the ancient custom of Skyrim.
Fair
and
combat?
all lords.
Well, these people don't seem to believe it. Lars would try and intervene, but clearly he would
On
be
this
mobbed
day,
and outnumbered.
I go to Sovngarde.
Can't watch that. Definitely something that needs to be investigated later.
I still can't believe he knew what he was doing when he opened that gate.
He opened the gate for Ulfric.
Some gate guard you were.
What do you know about this?
I guess it's all over. I expected... I don't know what I expected.
What? More blood? You expected to be excited or something? Excuse me.
That's definitely going in my part of the Edda.
Ah, a bard.
Good riddance to bad rubbish, I say.
I've heard it's phrased slightly differently than that, but
You need something.
It shouldn't have been like this.
I think I expected more.
just a nice textures on the wall there. I like that. Not sure whose those are. Probably Fuscher's. Fuscher. Nice brazier. I have a different texture for embers and I believe for flames as well. So, and here are those lovely lanterns that Matthew79 did.
Forged by a master craftsman.
All right. We need an enchanting table first. Where is there an enchanting table in Solitude?
I've got weapons
Certainly at
armor forgotten.
the Jarl's palace.
With our spiced wine.
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire hunters
Well,
or something.
first
in
things
the old
first.
fort near Riften. Might consider joining up myself.
Let's see what I can smelt. Steal the mace, yes. Don't need the mace. Don't need the war axe. Okay, good. All right. And that means I can probably... Let's see how good... You know what? I need to level up. So that's going to give me a third perk. Let's get stamina up over 200. And then we're going to start going back and getting some health. So with the third perk, I think I have the luxury of taking this Merrick smithing, but I'll select Dwarven because I'm a heavy armor user. But what I really want is this one, Scaled Plate and Nordic. That's where I think that's exactly where Lars is going to end. He'll also take the Arcane Blacksmith at 40.
Like you must have plenty of tales to tell. But I'm afraid I'm too busy to hear them.
So
Spiced wine, the taste of home.
let's just see what we can
and
do with this interesting braced steel armor. 48. I think it looks better than what Lydia is wearing now, so I think I'm going to take her
Hold at bay with our
spiced wine.
I'm going to give her that. Lydia. Let's give you this armor that I just smithed up. Ah, so she's wearing it. All right, and we'll take the salvaged ancient Nord because it's 1 point less, and I'll probably sell that. And since I'm not going to do much of anything with Dwarven, I think let's just sell off this.
There's no end to the needs of the Imperials. But what can I help you with?
You can sell me stuff, or buy stuff, or whatever the hell I want you to do. Do I have to go through this?
It's almost all I have time for these days. The men training here in Solitude, and the troops out in the field, they all need weapons and armor. You should look into joining. They could use every hand they can get.
I'm not interested in joining the Imperials, sir.
To be honest, no.
Really?
But High King Torrig supported them. And now, her lady Elisif has thrown in with them.
Really?
You could say I'm a king's man at heart. I guess that's Jarl's man now.
I guess it is.
My loyalty lies with Solitude. So, where Jarl Elisif leads, I follow.
That's fair. I can,
Return anytime you need arms or armor.
I can respect that.
My forge never rests.
I like your clothes. I like those very, very spiffy boots you've got there.
Wanderer like you
Oh,
must have
clearly I
plenty
can't buy
of
anything.
tales to
Yeah,
tell.
I'm sure I have lots of
But
tales to tell.
I'm afraid I'm too busy to hear 'em.
It's not too hard to imagine that Lars's father, and perhaps Lars as well, living in Helgen, would have
Keep the cold at bay with
at
our
least
spiced wine.
supported Torrig, despite his possible imperial leanings. Helgen being close to the border of Cyrodiil, close-ish, would have had a lot of imperial traffic through it. And since Lars did not witness the destruction of Helgen, he doesn't really know anything about Ulfric's role in that, or his being there, and he hasn't talked to anybody who has told him the story. So we will at least roleplay that enough to say that Lars doesn't really know anything about that, but he's not stupid, and these are steel barrels. Interesting. So he's starting to draw some of his own conclusions about what's going on here. He'd still like to hear more about why Rogvir was executed and what happened to Torrig. That's something that he was unaware of during his travels across Skyrim. He was pretty much mentally not keeping track of the goings-on in the province. He was just concentrating on staying alive and assimilating all the things that had happened, including becoming the Dragonborn, which he certainly isn't advertising, but people seem to know about. So let's find out about this Dragonborn gallery. The Wormwood bitters are excellent in this
I help you?
Manhattan.
The museum
Excellent.
is currently closed until further notice.
Well, you've got flyers all over the frickin' province, dude. So, you know.
Oh yes, my advertisement. I am looking still, but I do hope you are better than the others I have hired as of late.
I assume they're all dead.
I have a list of items that I would very much like to have for the museum. If you can recover them, I'll pay you handsomely for them. If you manage to bring them all back here, we could even discuss some other plans I have in mind.
Sounds interesting. I'll get right on it.
Excellent. Well, first and foremost, I'd like to get my hands on one of the 6th House Bellhammers of the House of Dagoth. They have become increasingly rare. One apparently was stolen recently by some bandits, apparently held up in Broken Helm Hollow.
Now, you might be wondering what And why has Lars not reacted to the fact that this particular individual is a high elf? Well, he's not wearing the black robes of the Thalmor. So, since elves had passed through Helgen as well, I think it would be okay to role play at least Lars's that he's not a hateful person. He's not a shall we say, he's not consumed by his lust for revenge and lust for violence against all of those who may have been involved or not even not involved. So he's not a racist. So he's willing to lump Mr. Morellis in with what he might consider to be good elves. So, the 6th House Bellhammer in Broken Helm Hollow. Broken Helm Hollow is way in the southeast of the province, not an area that Lars is largely familiar with, but it's one that he's willing to explore. I wonder how much we can discover about this place. Can't get in there. Let's talk to Orion Morellis. He doesn't want to talk right now. He's just smiling at us. So nothing here is available for taking or using, except we can sit in the throne perhaps and interesting. So can't do much here. Might as well go a-hunting. Unless there's a place to sleep here. Nope. Currently closed pending acquisition of displays. That sentence makes no sense whatsoever. Well, but it doesn't matter. Anywho's. Come on, Lydia. Let's go get a room at the inn. Lars is pretty tired. It's been a long day. Rousting those bandits. Needs to remember to pray to Talos. I think he can do that in his room at the inn. And then tomorrow morning, perhaps we'll look for an enchanting table, and then maybe we can take a carriage to Riften and go seeking that Bellhammer.
Or a tomato, cabbage, or leek.
Yeah, ma'am.
If you're heading to the Blue Palace, you might want to rethink that outfit.
I'll rethink my outfit when I'm good and ready, not when you tell me to.
Come on in. We got warm food, warm drinks, and warm beds.
Really, warm bed sounds excellent. We are starving, extremely thirsty, in need of at least
Papa says I won't see
some
Rob
water, but
Welcome to the Winking Skeever, friend.
Why not?
well, may I rent a room?
Sure thing. It's yours for a day.
Excellent, excellent. And you, what have you got for sale?
Let's sate that appetite.
Some of that charm. I'm just good with bows, not
Ale would be excellent. You know, I don't need anything expensive. Bread would be perfectly acceptable. Oh God, a lamb roast. Lars is just having a hard time not drooling over that, so we're gonna have some of that, and we'll grab some salmon for tomorrow's lunch. And yes, some potato bread. And perhaps you can fill my water, or perhaps not.
You'd make a better Imperial Ranger than me. I may have charmed the locals.
Well, good enough.
I'll show you to your room. Right this way.
I once captained a ship called the Argent Raptor.
Oh my God, everybody's after me.
And went down just north of Windhelm. True, I may look the part of dashing swordsman, but I prefer the art of wit to that of warfare.
I am not even remotely interested in a drinking contest. Turquoise, huh? Henry, how are you?
Huh? Oh, okay, I guess. It's hard with Father gone.
Really?
I really miss him.
You poor kid.
I wish I were older. Then I'd join up with the Legion and get my revenge on those Stormcloak rebels who killed Father.
Well, Lars
But Mother
knows all
says
about
I can't
revenge.
join until I'm 17.
Well, okay then.
Feel free to make requests.
When you do join, make sure you,
My father was all the family I ever had. I felt so lost when he died.
Everybody's lost a father.
I've seen some truly wondrous sights since I took to the seas. I had no idea a man could die in so many ways.
Oh, really? Interesting. Well,
Fiata, where did you learn to make bows so well?
Fatherlessness seems to be a theme. Henry, this is my room. Well, whatever. You know what? Poor kid. Lars is just going to sleep and not worry about it. We'll get a good 10 hours sleep and chow down.
Ranger than me. I may have charmed
All right.
but my fellow soldiers hated my...
Time for some breakfast. Certainly ale is on the menu. Okay, it's drink. And it's alcoholic. Ale. Okay. Alright, snowberry juice and a drink of water. Snowberry juice is excellent in the morning. Everybody should drink at least one glass of it every day. Full of lutein and vitamin C and bromelain and all those wonderful things, which everybody seems to make your penis bigger or something. And let's see, a little bit of potato bread. So, Lydia, you shouldn't be drinking that snowberry juice because it won't do you any good. Let's see. We'll save here. All right. Henry, that's kind of a Blair Witchy kind of thing you're doing there, staring at the wall. Lydia, get out of my way.
Oh.
You know, she's great in a fight, but
My father was all
she's
the
kind of
family
an
I ever
idiot.
had. I felt so lost when he died. But the crew of the Red Wave's my family now.
What is this?
Mind yourself in
is
my
this
city, friend.
like
This here acts in full
Rush
swing
Hour
as
in Solitude or something?
I've only been a part of the Red Wave's crew for a few weeks, but I've already learned to stay out of Captain Safia's way.
Yeah, really. Captain Safia, eh? All right. Lars needs to just take a moment to pray.
You know you can afford a septim or two.
You should see me when you get bored, stranger.
Not the best place to watch him pray, but probably not the best city to pray to Talos either, but that's what we have to do. All right.
I've got a little work if you're interested, traveler.
Really? Who said that? Hello.
The Divines saved me from the streets, and they can save you from your trials as well.
Really?
May the Divines guide and keep you.
I think the Divines.
Spiced wine.
Ah,
Best
you and
defense
everyone
is
else.
a good defense.
Word
Am I
is it
right?
may
Oh
not
my
happen
God!
this
You're all
time.
talking at once.
Fiata, where did you learn to make bows so
The road to Whiterun's not safe these days. Lots of travelers just disappear.
Really?
South of Dragon Bridge. Can't find a trace of them.
Wish I could learn some of that.
That must be where I moved that poor woman to
You'd make a better
lie with her
Imperial
husband.
Ranger than me. I may have charmed the locals, but my fellow
Oh
soldiers
my
hated
god, there's just too much chalk. What's up here? Certainly a gorgeous view.
Someday soon you will all see battle. What you do here today may well save your lives.
Interesting, an elven arrow, just sitting there for the taking. Well, not particularly interested in
Concentrate.
the Temple of the Divines.
Ignore them. Focus on your targets. No lollygagging.
What kind of
The
arrows
Emperor's
are
cousin
these?
Vittoria Vici is getting married soon.
Lydia,
Reception
get
will be
out of
public.
my face.
Anyone in Solitude can attend.
I hope you don't mind, gentlemen. I kind of need some arrows, so I hope that's okay. All right, enchanting table. Well, we're going to go to the Blue Palace. We're going to find one probably in the mage's quarters. I don't think that it would be too
now that's some fine armor.
forward of
Good old-fashioned steel.
Lars. He's certainly come to understand that he has a certain power that at least gives him a manifest.
So exciting when new folk come into town. I bet you've had plenty of adventures.
I'll bet I have too. A manifest reason to.
Someday a gallant hero
Feel
will ride
that
up
he
and
has,
take me away.
you know, kind of an unspoken permission to not go quite everywhere he pleases, but perhaps to go places until he's told not to. So here we are in the Blue Palace. It's always best to approach a Jarl's throne slowly.
I swear to you, unnatural magics are coming from that cave. There are strange noises and lights. We need someone to investigate.
Then we will immediately send out a legion to scour the cave and secure the town. Hafengar's people will always be safe under my rule.
Your Eminence, my scrying has suggested nothing in the area. Dragon Bridge is under Imperial control.
This must be the court
This is likely
mage.
superstitious nonsense.
Perhaps a more tempered reaction might be called for?
Oh, yes, of course, you were right. Falk, tell Captain Aldous I said to assign a few extra soldiers to Dragonbridge.
Thank you, Jarl Elisif. But about the cave?
I will have someone take care of the cave as well, Varnius. You can rest easy. You're dismissed.
Varnius.
I've got what I came for. I better get back to Dragonbridge.
Well, aren't you worried
I've
about
done
it?
my part. Dragonbridge will have extra guards. Falk Firebeard will find a way to take care of the cave.
Well,
Steward,
Until
when
next
is my
time.
appointment to meet with General Tullius. There are some issues we must speak about.
I'm afraid he's had to reschedule my grave.
Steward,
By
I
all
have an idea
accounts,
that might help to
waging
bolster
war
the morale
takes
of our
his every
people in this
moment.
difficult time. I think we shall have a grand parade, and let General Tullius march his troops from the Blue Palace to Castle Dower in all their finery.
What a fine idea, my Jarl. However, I would suggest we wait until the war has ended. After all, the General needs his soldiers out in the field, fighting battles against the Stormcloaks.
I must protest, my Jarl. A parade would make you an easy target for a Stormcloak assassin. You're safer here in the palace.
Oh, very well. I can see there's no changing your stubborn Nord minds. But when this war is won, I will have my parade.
Yes, my Jarl.
Well, Elisif seems to be compassionate but immature. Excuse me, Falk.
Do you have business
sir.
with the court?
I hear you're looking for some help with a certain matter of a cave.
You mean the Dragon Bridge issue?
Yes.
I'll be honest with you. I was planning to let that go. Varnius
That's
is
not...
a bit jumpy at the best of times.
Okay, well, I don't know
There
Varnius.
have been
I'll take your word
reports
for
of
it.
weird happenings near Wolf Skull Cave. Travelers disappearing, odd lights. I suspect wild animals. Or perhaps bandits.
Or maybe aliens.
I don't think it's worth our time with the war going on. But if you want to clear out the cave, I'll make sure you're repaid for your work.
That sounds fair. I'm just curious after overhearing that conversation. Does Tullius actually respect Elisif?
Of course he does. What sort of a question is that?
Perhaps
Maybe
an
you've been
impertinent
listening
one.
to Eriker. There's been loose talk among
Eriker
some
who?
of the Thanes, and I suspect he's the cause of it.
Interesting.
You'll pay those rumors no heed if you wish to retain your welcome in this city.
Yes, sir. I understand fully. Excuse me, that is some mighty spiffy armor you got there. In fact, it is smoking hot.
Please address all questions to the steward, Falk Firebeard.
So I should ask him about your smoking hot armor? Is that what you're telling me? Probably not.
My duty is to keep the Jarl safe, not play nursemaid to you sycophants.
I'm not a sycophant, and I'm just admiring your armor. But anybody who wears that kind of poofy armor, well, I won't say it because Lars is very fond of it, and it will probably end up wearing something like it. Anyway. Well, the mage seems to be asleep. Perhaps we can just surreptitiously use this enchanting table. Circlet of the Pale. Gain 20 soul energy when a living foe dies. Yeah, frig that. Okay, so common wolfscone will resist magic and simple bearskin cloak. So I don't know which one. They both grant 10% resistance, but this one is cheaper, so I'll get better. Yeah, I'll gain more points from analyzing that one, I think. Just have to remember to, if that was the one I was wearing, to put on the common wolfskin cloak. Steel Shield of Grit. Now that's a really good name to spoonerize. Let's see, the Greel Shield Steel of Shit. Yes, that works well. I like that one. Greel Steel of Shit. All right. Well, anyway, enough silliness. I'm going to disenchant that one. And I have no interest in that enchantment whatsoever, so I'm going to sell that. Excuse me, ma'am?
If I needed something from you, you would know it.
Really? Well, I can understand your irritation. I did wake you up, but what is your problem?
Nothing. I'm busy, and I don't like being bothered unless I'm expecting something from you.
Sleeping isn't
Oh, don't
busy.
give me that look. Fine. I suppose I can find some menial task to set your mind on. We have something of a vampire problem.
Yeah?
Bodies have been found with
I think you're one of them.
I know of a den nearby you can wipe out as a precaution.
I'll see what I can do.
I don't expect you to be capable of even that.
Wow. Well, since you want to insult me, what kind of trashy crap do you have for sale?
I had you figured for a minute.
Oh, really?
I think you'll appreciate this.
We'll see. All right, so I can sell you that. That's a good thing. And I can sell you this and this. Sure, why not? The Pink Moon, the Stendar, Resist Fire, Bone Ring, Thorn Ring, those are all things that aren't worth selling and definitely worth keeping. The Soul Gems, I wish I could fill them, but I'll just sell them off to you. And what kind of weapons? The Staff of Hailstones, which Lydia no longer wants or needs, is perfectly sellable. Now, do you have any soul gems that are worth buying? A couple of petties. I think I can at least charge my weapons with those. And scrolls, don't need books. Not interested in spells at this point in Lars's career. He's really not much of a magic user yet. I do intend that he will be at some point at least casual magic user, if not somewhat more serious. But right now, no. So thank you, Sybil.
Vampires are clever hunters. More clever than you, definitely.
You're probably right. But I have a secret weapon whose name is Lydia. Nothing worth reading there. What's this? Lost Legends. By Talskar the Elder. Nah. Well, let's read it quickly. History of Skyrim, yada yada yada. Reachman tell a story of Phelan Red Eagle, ancient king, dwelling of First Era, yada yada. Galder. Galder. Interesting. Well, we'll worry about that another day. Again, not gonna run. No quick movements in front of the Jarl. But as soon as we get down the stairs, off we go. All right. How'd you get out here in front of me? You were behind me in... never mind. Take a little bit of death bell there. So, the next thing to do is some crafting, some alchemy and some smithing. And you know what? That's just no fun for anybody to watch. So I'm going to do that off stream, and we'll be back when it's time to head for the rift. Perhaps we'll stop off at Wolf Skull Cave, but I think it's more important right now to...
Do you need something?
No, well, who are you? What brings you here?
We're paying our respects to me dead husband. Henry and I lost his father in the war. Now, I do what I can to get by and care for Henry.
Interesting. Must be hard.
Thank you. We manage. I just had to keep Henry entertained and out of trouble. That's the really hard part.
Well, I met Henry. He seems like a good boy. So, what's this? The Imperial Ale House. Well, it's not open. So,
if
we're going to do some crafting.
Blue Palace, you might want to rethink that outfit.
Really?
If you ever want
do
to
you always insult
it's not
people?
An insult, just an observation.
It's still an insult.
If I were walking around with a wound, I would want you to tell me to see a doctor. Your outfit is something of an open wound where attire is concerned.
I see. Well, your face is an open wound. Perhaps you should see a doctor.
Remember radiant raiment when you need a change of attire.
Good Lord. All right. Enough. Enough trading insults, etc.
Hey, wanna play tag?
No, not really. Sorry.
I thought adventurers were supposed to look tough.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you for watching, and please join me next time. We'll have more adventures, more streams, more stuff, more things, more Skyrim. Until then, be good and happy gaming. Stick picking. This. And there we go down. Slippery rocks. Come on, you little pecker. Stay on there. Oh, did we get the... Ah, oh, God. Yeah, damn it. Ah. Shock, huh?